All right, whoa, we're here. Okay, so Albertsons. Is there any Albertsons where y'all are located? I don't know. But Albertsons sues Kroger for failing to win approval of their proposed supermarket merger. All right. And you see Safeway here. You know, they say a shopper heads into a Safeway store, which is part of the Albertsons grocery chain. All right. So Kroger and Albertsons plan for the largest U.S. supermarket merger in history crumbled Wednesday with Albertsons pulling out of the $24.6 billion deal and the two companies accusing each other of not doing enough to push their proposed alliance through. Albertsons said it had filed a lawsuit against Kroger seeking a $600 million termination fee. Wow. As well as billions of dollars in legal fees and lost shareholder value. Kroger said the claims were baseless and that Albertsons was not entitled to the fee. The bitter breakup came the day after two judges halted the proposed merger in separate court cases. All right. U.S. District Court Judge Adrian Nelson in Oregon issued a preliminary injunction Tuesday blocking the merger until an in-house judge at the Federal Trade Commission could consider the matter. An hour later, Superior Court Judge Marshall Ferguson in Seattle issued a permanent injunction barring the merger. Ferguson ruled that combining Albertsons and Kroger would lessen competition and violate consumer protection laws. Okay. And I have a breakdown that I did in the past. I'm going to pull it up right now. Connected with this story. That's why it's good to do this. That's why it's good to do this work. Okay, and I'll pull that up right now. Man, this is from February 26th right here. And you can see right here, U.S. sues to block merger of grocery giants Kroger and Albertsons, saying it could push prices higher. You see, so that's interesting right there, right? Way back then. And then we get the current story right here with Albertsons suing Kroger. You see that? So I guess it's just not going to happen, right? One way or another. So I have some basic slides here that are gonna show that this is just scripted by numbers. Okay? It's just part of the agenda, part of the distraction, right? You know why? Well, we'll play this video clip here first, okay?
In this morning's Money Watch, a proposed mega merger between two of America's largest supermarket chains has been blocked by the courts. Kroger had agreed to buy Albertsons for around $25 billion, but a pair of judges blocked the plan yesterday. And this morning, Albertsons says the deal is dead. It's off, accusing Kroger of failing to overcome government objections. Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady is with us now. Kelly, what happened here?
Well, good morning to you. So, look, we all care about our grocery prices, right? Kroger and Albertsons argued the proposed deal, which would have been the largest supermarket merger in history, is good for consumers. Now, the two companies promised to pay for price cuts through expected cost savings. They also argued it would expand customer choice by better equipping their stores to compete with giants like Walmart, Costco, Amazon. But a federal judge in Oregon chose to temporarily block the deal, siding with the Federal Trade Commission, 8 states, and
Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Wyoming, Illinois, Maryland, D.C. Are y'all from anywhere? Any one of these locations? I'm out here in Arizona.
the District of Columbia. All of them argued the merger would reduce competition and worsen inflation. They also said it would hurt employees since the two companies would no longer be competing for labor. Now, in a separate case, a judge in Washington state came to a similar conclusion, this time permanently barring the merger. Now, remember, Kroger, Albertsons, they each operate more than 2,000 stores across 30 plus states and control other chains like King Soopers and Safeway. The FTC said in a statement the win protects competition in the grocery market. Albertsons warned it might have to lay off workers and even close stores, though, with no deals.
All right, Kelly, thank you.
Nice video there. Check this out. Oh. All right. Pulling out of the $24.6 billion deal when supermarket merger equals 246, y'all. And it's right there in the title. Okay, what are the odds of that? I'm going to say it's just a made up story, completely pumped out by the numbers. Look at that, man. A $24.6 billion deal, and that's reverse with the alphabet. Supermarket merger 246. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. I told you it's going to be nice and easy, okay? And I think it's interesting. Albertsons sues Kroger. Supermarket merger. You see that? Right in the language. Okay, and notice, you see, I give you the cipher right there, Wednesday. So you get Wednesday 143. If you just reverse the alphabet where Z would be 1, A would be 26, okay, and apply that method. And it's the same right there. And it's just 4 base ciphers overall that I use, okay, to show you this. But you see this? The deal crumbled Wednesday, and you see how Wednesday equals 143. In reverse, W's 4, E22, D23, N13, E22, again, S is 8, D is 23, A is 26, as I stated, Y is 2. So you add that up, you get 143, right? Wednesday, the steel crumbled. Well, look, 143 days after the founding anniversary of Albertsons. Okay? Not only that, and you see that way back in 1939, right? You see that right there? Albertsons was founded in 1939 by Joe Albertson on July 21st in Boise, Idaho. Right? So this deal crumbles Wednesday, 143 days after the founding anniversary of Albertsons. Not only that, this is from that other breakdown. Bernard Kroger. That's 143 days also after his death anniversary. You see that? Bernard Kroger died July 21st, 1938. And Albertsons was found 1 year later on the same day. So you see how that just syncs up with the story, with the 143. And again, I pulled that up from this other breakdown, y'all. Okay? Let's go back over to it real quick. I mean, You see right there? And are we going to get some similar numbers here? You see this other story again. This is from back in February, I think it said. But you see the connections there, right? So it's nice to have this breakdown on deck. You see that? Right there? Bam. You know? All right, so it's nice to have this here. Maybe we'll refer back to it again. Okay? But I'll just leave it right there and a few more slides here, all right? You see that? So that's definitely interesting right there. And look, I see something right away here. I don't know if I stated it in the prior breakdown, but you see Bernard Kroger dated death 1938. And look over here. Giants equals 38, Kroger equals 38, Prices equals 38 with that other breakdown. You see that right there? Yeah, and I don't think I did point that out back then. You see grocery giants right there. So the U.S. sues the merger. They put a stoppage to this. Albertsons sues Kroger. See that? Okay, so back over here. Let's open this again. Okay, so that's amazing, isn't it? And what are the odds of that happening? How it syncs up with Wednesday, with the death anniversary and the founding anniversary, and then the $24.6 billion deal, and this merger following through, and supermarket merger equals 246 in reverse. Okay. Also, grocery store. So notice Albertson said it had filed a lawsuit against Kroger seeking a $600 million termination fee. 600, you get the 6. Grocery store equals 66. Merger equals 66. Look at this address here. Kroger. Our story began in 1883 when Barney Kroger invested his life savings of $372. You see that? To open a single grocery store at 66 Pearl Street in downtown Cincinnati. You see that? 66, 66, 66, $600 million termination. You even get grocery store 69 like supermarket. And then we get that 83 again, right? The story began in 1883. And again, you get that reverse again with the 38 right there. And then back over here, you get the 38 again with Bernard Kroger and his death date, y'all. Okay, so, really easy.
Oh yeah, good morning, Bree. With a possible $600 million termination fee, that would mean the company spent $1.1 billion on this whole thing. That's according to our sister station in Cincinnati, where Kroger is headquartered. And in a statement, Kroger says they are disappointed in the opinions issued by the U.S. District Court. And the judge said that $24.6 billion acquisition of Albertsons would cause undue market concentration and lessen competition. Like you said, Bree, the chain argued that the merger was needed for the businesses to compete with major retailers. And they say with the merger...
That's interesting as well, right? It's like, oh, we can't have that. Can't have nobody competing with Walmart,
The chain would only make up about 15% of the total market share. Now, union workers we talked to, they're happy about the decision, saying the merger would have been devastating.
Instead of spending billions of dollars to pay legal fees to appeal, they should invest in their stores and their workers, and to invest in the customer shopping experience by
Yeah,
fully staffing these stores.
Now,
I
if the merger
agree.
did go through, it would have been the largest acquisition in grocery store history. But Kroger not giving up that easy. They said in part of their statement that they are considering other possible options. We'll keep an eye on this and let you know how it progresses. For now, live in
Right?
Colorado Springs, Jake Walker.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very undeniable with those connections, right? Let's just go back over here. I just want to see if anything else pops with the story. Let's see if any numbers pop out here. The companies could have appealed the rulings or proceeded to the in-house FTC hearings. Albertsons' decision to pull out of deal instead surprised some industry experts. Albertsons is unlikely to find another merger partner because it has significant debt and underperforming stores in most of its markets. Okay, consumers will feel the most immediate impact of the deal's demise, he said, since Albertson charges 12% to 14% more than Kroger and other grocery mergers, said Bert Flickinger, a longtime an analyst and owner of retail consulting firm Strategic Resource Group. All right, so let's give us paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. All right, but again, that's freaking undeniable there, okay? And one last look over here. I noticed with this other breakdown, 92, you see prices 92, Giants 92 with that other breakdown. And then I noticed when I go forward here, prior to its January 2015 with merger, Safeway Inc. for $9.2 billion with Albertsons. It had, you see that? 1,075 supermarkets in 29 US states. So you get the 29 and then you get the 92 there. You know, just like the prices equals 92 and Giants, as in grocery Giants equals 92. Okay? With that breakdown. So I appreciate y'all. I mean, that very undeniable there. Okay? Very obvious. I mean, connected with the death of Bernard Kroger, the founder, right there. And then the founding anniversary, even with the same date, July 21st, 143 days after those anniversaries, you know, with the Albertsons Kroger connection, Wednesday 143. Again, supermarket merger 246, pulling out of the $24.6 billion deal. It doesn't get no better than that, y'all. As you know, I have Albertsons and Safeway out here, and Kroger is Fry's, I think, out here where I'm at. And we have a Fry's right up the road here in Mesa. Does Kroger own Fry's? Yep, you see? Fry's also operates under the banner of Fry's Marketplace, a hypermarket or combination of groceries and general merchandise. Fry's is a division of Kroger. Does Cincinnati equal 66, y'all? I don't know why I keep thinking Cincinnati equals 66. Let's see. No. Oh, but you get the 69. You get the 69. I keep seeing Cincinnati. Cincinnati equals 69. So that goes back here with this. Supermarket 69, grocery store 69, and you see the history for Kroger began in Cincinnati, which equals 69, on 66 Pearl Street, grocery store 66, merger 66, seeking a $600 million termination fee, Albertsons. You see that? So that's that's cool. I knew there was something with that Cincinnati, right? So I appreciate everybody. Again, this is Daily Decodes 81. Hopefully the volume hit well. Hopefully you could hear those news stories. Okay. So Albertson sues Kroger for failing to win approval of their proposed supermarket merger. All by the numbers. Appreciate everybody. I'll be back later with another breakdown. And, keep an eye out for all the channels because you never know where I'm going to pop up. Okay. All the links are on the homepage. Okay. Until then, peace.